think you understand the
Oh,
voice,
my
Sword.
God. What the hell is with this? Them bitch wouldn't even make good soap.
Welcome back, YouTubers. Figured today there's been a lot of talk in the Facebook groups again that I watch and listen to about X bracing, forward shifted bracing, standard bracing, rear shifted bracing, what for, advantages, disadvantages of it. So I figured to make a little video today about it and explain to you all three of those and why they do it and the advantages and disadvantages of it. We'll use this guitar here. You're familiar with the X brace, right? Okay, you got a great big X system in there and voicing bars back here, finger braces everywhere. Okay, the X bracing, normally, this is the center of the X on this guitar is approximately right there. And that's standard shifted bracing, okay? If you look down into a guitar and you see that looks like it's about an inch down from the edge of the sound hole here. About an inch back this way, okay? If you look down in a guitar and the X brace looks like it's just right there at the sound hole, you probably got a guitar with forward shifted bracing in it. That means they took this whole X brace system and moved it forward. I don't think it's quite an inch. I used to know the measurements, just exactly how much they shifted it for. I can't remember right at the moment. I can't remember too good, you know. You all know that. By shifting that brace forward, what's it do? Well, it opens this lower valve up here. Shifting the whole X brace. This X brace runs clear down and clear up to about right there, or even closer up to the edge where the binding is. Okay? By shifting it forward, moving the whole entire thing forward, it's opening this area up. And what that does is give you a really big, very big, booming, bassy, punchy sound. Sounds like the guitar just grew and got bigger. It's what it does. That's the advantage of it. The disadvantage is when you move all that stuff in there forward that way, by opening all this up for a better sound, you're weakening it. And you're more likely to get a belly sooner than you would on a guitar that has rear shifted bracing. Another thing, when you look at a guitar, an acoustic, I've talked about this before, right behind the bridge, this area right up through here, all this in here, the grain should be very, very tight there as opposed to the grain here and way over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera or not. When I hold the guitar up there, I can't see the camera. Maybe you can see the grain in that, and then right under the bridge, this area along here, how tight the grain is, and how loose it gets again over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not on the camera, but the tighter that grain is, the stronger it is back there, okay? And a better guitar is going to sound. That's one of the things I personally look for when I'm buying an acoustic guitar. I want to see that grain extremely tight in that area. Whether it's forward shifted or rear shifted, that is going to make it's going to be stronger, last longer because it's just better, stronger. Anyways, that's forward shifting. Now, you got rear shifted guitars. You can look down in the hole and look back, and some of them is very hard to even see, the X center of the X brace. They take that whole X brace system and move it back that way, and they call it rear shifted. That closes up all this area here, makes it tighter, and it kind of opens this area up here up, but you really don't gain a whole lot from that. But by making this back here tighter, it changes the sound. It makes it more of a I don't want to say it's a... When you move the bracing back and make this rear area back here tighter like that, it's like the guitar got a little bit smaller. It's still got a lot, maybe even more punch, but it won't have the bassy, real low bottom end punch like it does with forward shifting. It's more of a boxy sound like. I've got two Martins that are, one of them, well I've got three, but one of them is forward shifted and one's rear shifted. And the third one is just a standard center X brace, like most guitars are. I think, now don't hold me to this, but I think my Dan Tominski model, Martin, I think is forward shifted. No, I think it's rear shifted. I'm pretty sure it's rear shifted. Then I got another Martin D28 that's forward shifted. Yeah, that's how it is. I think. You can look that up, see what Dan Tominski's model guitar. Pretty sure it's rear shifted bracing. I think. I can't remember too good. And then you have the standard shifted. It's what the most guitars have in them, where they try to meet the two in the center, you know. That guitar with the standard shift bracing is they're the most popular ones in most guitar models and designs. You know, you kind of got good strength back here and still good sound, but yet you're not weakening it so much or opening it up so much you're making it weak, you know what I mean? So standard's good. There's one guy on YouTube, I won't mention any names, but this guy on YouTube used to call it standard shifted bracing. There's no such thing as that. It's either forward or rear shifted or standard X bracing, not standard shifted. He ain't on YouTube anymore anyway. Well, he's just still on there. He's one of the ones that thumb down all my videos. I know he's still around, watches every one of them, and thumbs every one of them down, him and his crew. But, you know, no love lost there in either direction. YouTube's a better place now. Anyways, all that aside, I hope I explains bracing, forward shifted, rear shifted, standard, you know, and the reasons why. Like I say, rear shifted, you're stronger, got a lot stronger back here, but you don't have that real low end mark as you have with forward shifted, where you're opening all this up. Usually most people like forward shifted best because they sound, man, just unbelievable, just a cannon guitar. But like I say, you're weakening it. You're going to see a belly a lot sooner than you normally would with that all that stuff shifted forward like that. You're going to see a belly eventually, especially if you play heavier strings than the guitar was designed for. You're going to see that belly a lot sooner. Anyways, I just want to make a short video about that, explain it, and hopefully you guys on Facebook, I know a bunch of you watch the channel, so there you go. Hopefully that'll help you out to understand it, and even the ones you got the guys that didn't even think about it before, maybe it'll help you too. Cheers, thanks for watching. Cue Ball's coming back. She when she was sick, you couldn't pick her up, and she's better now, but I'm still a little bit afraid to just grab her and picking her up. But she's coming back, be warned. And I won't warn you about the other thing, but I'll tell you this. Cheers. See you soon.